Well, how do you freaking do? Hey, hey, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. Who else would I be? Hey, I have got a special one here. It is one of two tasting room beers from Boulevard. The other one is their Mid Coast IPA, and this is their Westside Rye. 5.2%, 36 IBUs. The malt bill is pale malt, malted rye. Let me pour this and I'll finish talking. Ooh, look how that pours. It pours just a beautiful creamy head. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's freaking beautiful. I'll tell you what, that's just gorgeous, Tom. That's absolutely freaking beautiful, man. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, the nose on this is exquisite. Holy crap. Okay, pale malt, malted rye, amber malt, melanoidin malt, midnight wheat. Rye is 30% of total grist. How about that? Okay. Oh. The nose is nice. It's a little spicy as you'd expect because it has rye in it. Rye tends to give you that tangy spice. It seems these days that if anybody does a rye beer, it's a rye IPA. Very few are doing just a rye ale. One of the best ones I've ever had was last year in St. Louis at Civil Life Brewery. I purchased a growler of their rye ale, which is absolutely exquisite. Many years ago, Red Hook actually did a rye. Red Hook rye. I've tried to do some research on it to dig it up to find any relevant information on it, any numbers, and I can't. I'm starting to think that the beer only existed in my head, but I know I bought that sucker. I'm talking about 87, 88. I lived in Bellingham, Washington during that period of time. I know I was buying that Red Hook rye, but they did discontinue it. If I remember, I loved it. This kind of reminds me of that flavor that I have in my mind. So did that Civil Life. I don't know why ryes have to be IPAs. I don't know why they just can't be satisfying ales like this. I don't know why. I think many people think you have to have that large amount of hops to balance the rye to keep it from being cloying. I don't think so. I mean, you certainly get a little sweetness here. I'm getting a little tangy spice. I think that at 36 IBUs, they do have enough to balance the sweet and tangy malt. And again, the addition of the wheat, may make it a little softer as well. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. I'm still having very hot weather here, so the wet Midwest, the mid coast, mid coast IPAs or whatever they call really fits perfect for the weather I'm having. But it is we're approaching fall. This really is a perfect fall beer. It is it's a little more towards that satisfying range than the refreshing range, but it's not heavy either, and it's only 5.2%. And there are those militant folks that think to say something's a session beer can't be over 4%. Some say 4.5%. That logic just baffles the hell out of me. Maybe it's just the upbringing I had, the way I grew up drinking beer. Most American beers had just about 5%. So I tend to think, a 6 pack of 5%. You know what I'm saying? That's my session. But this is 5.2. I tend to think anything. I think when you talk about session beers, we can't just be talking about ABV. You have to also be talking about drinkability. Is this a beer I could take a six? If this was made into 6 packs, which it is not, is this a beer that I could take a 6 pack of to say a fall party? If I was invited to a Halloween party, is this a beer I could take a 6 pack of and want to drink 6 of over, say, a 3-4 hour period. Yes. So when I say something's a session beer or something I can session, that is what I'm talking about. Ta-da! I made a point. Anyways, thanks, for it's all an opinion, right? I mean, there's nothing etched in stone that says, only 4%. That's it. Only 4.5. That's it. The criteria for a session beer is this only. I mean, that isn't etched in stone. It's really in how each individual wants to interpret it, and I interpret it more than just the ABV. Because there's a lot of 4% beers that I'd only want to drink one of, and that's a damn truth. But yeah, this is one I could take to a fall party because, I mean, if it's starting to get, 55, 60 in the evenings, this kind of would fit that satisfying bill. And it's a beer that doesn't get cloying on your palate. You could drink 6 of them, let's say over a 3-4 hour period. It's certainly a beer that I would love to take to a card game, I was drinking one flavor all night long. And that's when I say session, that's what I'm referring to. Something not only that I have the ability to drink a 6-pack of, but something I want to drink a 6-pack of. That's how I interpret the word session anyway. I love this. It's got a slightly dry finish, which kind of surprises me. Like I said, there's just enough hoppage going on. Hoppage, that's my word, Pastor. There's just enough hoppage going on to keep it from being cloying. It is the rye in this is absolutely gorgeous. 30% of the grist, and it is apparent, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of other things going on. I'm going to let somebody else do the Beer Geek speak on you. I'm more talking about how it makes me feel, the passion and the love. The love. I'm all about the love, man. I'm not about the specifics. I'm just about the love, brother. I'm all about the love, and I love you. Show me your boobs. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't say the politically correct please after me, son of God. I get letters every now and again from them. Okay, well, so here you go. Again, 5.2%, 36 IBUs, pale malt, malted rye, amber malt, melanoidin malt, midnight wheat rye is 30% of the total grist. Boulevard, empty glass, Boulevard, tasting room, Westside rye. Both beers I've had from the tasting, I guess that's all they have out right now, these two particular ones, but they're only available in that mixed 12. Hell, I found it at a local supermarket for $11.99, and that's a damn fine deal. So this time, I'm getting the heck out of here. Bye.